Hey everybody out there in the YO universe, this is Survivor 2002 coming at you again from the secret lair in Virginia. I decided to take a few days after the finale just to sit and reflect and wait for all of the shock and awe and horror and screaming and crying and the recriminations and just the hysteria that accompanied the results of Friday Night to pass. And of course, that was just at my house. But seriously, if you really, really sit and think about it and try to distance yourself from all the hoopla and the three-ring circus that was the finale and everything that people have had to say about it, it didn't come down to a difference between ideologies, between sexual backgrounds, between dark and light, yin and yang, this, that, and the other thing. It basically comes down to what it's always come down to with American Idol. What it came down to was a legion of tweenie boppers, a lot of women who are a lot older than that age group, and not a few guys who got on their cell phones, dialed their little fingers off, and decided that their vote was going to be cast for the guy who they thought was not the most talented, but the cutest. Looking at his singing style, looking at the kind of songs that he's doing, hate to tell you this, Chris, but seriously, in spite of the fact that you won the title of American Idol 2009, the most lucrative strategy you could actually take at this point, once you're done with your idol commitments, is to form yourself a boy band. I promise you. If you get together with a bunch of guys who are like-minded and like-talented, you could do a lot better than what you'll be doing with the Idol people. Adam Lambert, I don't think is in danger anytime soon of being mistaken for one of the Joe Bros, if you know what I mean. It's pretty obvious what his future is going to be like, and he's going to be fine. It's like I said a billion times before, and I think people are now finally starting to get that. No matter what happens, Adam's going to have a hell of a career. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Adam pop up as guest vocalist on quite a few people's albums in the future. In fact, I'll be watching for that even as he's starting to produce his own music. This will probably go down in Idol history as the finale that I would consider to be my favorite mistake, because people are definitely still up in arms about how Adam was robbed, when the truth really is that Adam probably came out to be a bigger winner than Chris did. But in a few short months' time, we'll actually see how that theory bears out. I was kind of tempted to skip it myself, but there are just too many moments that actually made watching worth it, such as the way the selected duets between the icons and the idols pointed out even more strongly why certain people were booted out of the competition just when they needed to be. And certain ones will have the kind of careers that others won't. It was just amazing to sit back and watch how Queen Latifah and Lionel Richie and Jason Mraz came on stage and made it look easy, while the other people around them kind of flopped and floundered and yodeled and whatever to make themselves noticed. And especially in this category, I would have to say Lil with Queen Latifah, who looked completely lost, and Danny, who, Danny, I'm so sure that Lionel appreciated you trying to out-sing him, because it wasn't happening. Just pointing out exactly why the last two people in the competition were the right two, with the exception of Allison, who I still think deserved a shot at the final three, because her duet with Cyndi Lauper was one of the better Idol icon duets on the show. Although the little jam at the end got to be a little eccentric, but hey, it's Cyndi, so that wasn't a big surprise. What other favorite moments do I have? Bikini Girl. A lot of people did not like the Golden Idol Awards when they first started them about 3 or 4 seasons back, and are of the opinion that you could have cut that crap out, shortened the show a lot. But I think it was worth it this time, just for the sight of Bikini Girl coming out to show us her KFC golden brown tan along with the order of extra large breasts she brought along with it, and also to see Cara DioGuardi showing her up once and for all. Like Paula said, you're an established figurehead in the music business, although after that song, God only knows why. But there was no need for you to try to show this little bimbo up, but apparently you felt the need was there. So you came out and did Vision of Love in sort of a duet with Bikini Girl. And I have to admit, Cara's voice was 10 times, no, 1,000 times better. And as we shockingly found out at the conclusion of the song, her body is at least as good as Bikini Girl's. And that's enough time spent on her. Getting to the performances of the final two with their respective icons, what more can be said? The interaction with Adam and Kiss and Queen and Santana, as I said before, even though that was more of a group number, spoke volumes. Stars seem to know when they are in the presence of other stars, and these guys definitely responded to Adam in that manner. Chris, probably a little less so, although that duet with Keith Urban kind of points out how if he wants to have a future in country, he can probably find one a la Carrie Underwood. And another note about Chris, I really don't envy him trying to get into the field that he believes his style is meant for, because he's competing with the likes of John Mayer, Gavin DeGraw, Jason Mraz, who of course is on the show, Edwin McCain. These guys have been established for quite a few years now. They've written some memorable songs. They've had some albums that have really sold well. They may not be able to sell out a stadium. They can come pretty close. So unless you've got something that is so unique that's going to wow the audiences into making you into a new brand name in that particular genre, I would suggest finding another way to go about doing that. But I don't work for 19 Entertainment, so you're in their hands, Chris, and I wish you the best of luck. Reflecting back, I think those were absolutely my favorite moments. And I just wish both guys well, and I'm definitely in anticipation of what Adam's going to do once the summer tour is over. We already know what Chris is going to do. It'll be the first album with him from Clive Davis or 19 or Simon Cowell or whoever's going to be in charge of producing those tracks. And it'll probably be pleasant enough, but as I said before, it just would not surprise me if a lot of these people that voted for him buy that album, play it once, put it on their shelf, and never pick it up again. It's happened before. And I'm sure the experience will be duplicated in the next season when the next title is selected. And of course, as always, yours truly will be there. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, for subscribing, for watching this series, which was really only intended at first to be for the select group of people that I work with at the office, for whom I used to write the Idol blog out for, I think, the past 3 seasons. And this was just an experiment, just to see if I could do this, if I would enjoy this, which I definitely have, and to see if other people get into it, which you definitely have. And once again, I thank you for that. So that wraps up season 8. It's been great talking to you. I'm glad you tuned in. I'm glad you subscribed. Keep on looking for future projects, and until those come up, take care. Have yourself a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and I will talk to you soon.